have a look at the ratings, and then we'll look at the story. So the ratings, as I said, were not terrible. I mean, they were. Let me rephrase that. Yeah, they were terrible, but they weren't. It was the second lowest rating of the season in the lowest rating season ever, right? And the last time they had a major drop of 360,000 was after Jinx Monsoon's episode. So, yeah, good luck with that. Then you had Boom, and the Boom looked like an episode of Doctor Who, so it went right back up again to 2.62, right? And then, but people were there for 73 yards, which I think most people found confusing and boring. Yet last week, Dot and Boom, for the first half hour, looked like a decent episode of TV before it went completely off the rails. And again, not having Shooty Gatwa in it was a big plus. Really, it helped it a lot. So I only lost 0.1, right? Which is not bad at all. Next week, I anticipate. I mean, I don't know, because I'm imprinting my own, I want to be validated, right? So I'm printing my own perception, on it. But I would like to see, I wouldn't be surprised if it dips down to 1.91, right? I mean, it could go, I would love it to lose more than that. Wouldn't it be great if it went down to 1.81? And then the consolidators will be about 1.4. That'll be 1.81, 2.81. It'll be 2.2, right? It'll be around the lowest rated ever, right? And then go even lower for the season finale, because no one cares. No one cares about all the plots you set up. Fine. So let's start going through the episode with a fine-tooth comb. Press the wrong button again. We'll go there. There we go. Doink. Oh, BBC, always a sign of woke shit. BBC, yeah. We're not raping children. We're making woke shit and telling you you're bad people. So anyway, the episode, frustratingly, starts off very good. You know why it starts off very good? Because there's no Shooty Gatwa in it, right? Shooty Gatwa is, amongst the worst thing for this production. Why they all thought he was so good? I mean, what makes them think they're so good? I think it's because he sucked their dick, or they want him to suck his dick. I mean, I know. He looks like a little fuck bunny, right? And I think that's probably why they like it. I don't know. Let's say I was producing Doctor Who, and I had insane, passionate, wild sex with Millie Gibson. I would probably rate her as one of the greatest bits of Doctor Who ever, right? If that was the case. If not, I don't know. Anyway, everything other than the central ethos and the story and the main and the star wasn't bad, right? So it starts off with Regency England, 1816, I think, right? I can't remember. I don't think this is an era Doctor Who's been to before, right? I'm not sure. Anyway, so and again, this is very, very heavily influenced by Bridgerton. Now, here's what they could have done to make it really, really work, right? You got to have. I was saying this yesterday. You could have had Millie Gibson talking about how much she likes Bridgerton and she wants to go cosplay Bridgerton. And they could have had a cosplay conversation, which was supposed to be the central aspect of the story, but it was about Shooty Gatwa being, into snogging Rogue, right? But they could have started off talking about, and so that's how they go to this Bridgerton party, and then you have the aliens there who are basically all doing the same thing, right? And I think that would actually would have made quite a good, fun little story. But no. So anyway, it starts off. We got these two blokes having a very Bridgerton-esque conversation. The one with dark hair is the cad, in the one with blonde hair said, "You have ruined my sister, sir. Damn, blah, 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 blah," right? And he's like, it's a lot more fun being the villain than the bad guy. He says to the bad guy, this is the good guy. So it's much more fun being the villain. So he goes, he basically there's lightning, and he grabs this guy's body, right? And then he goes off to play that guy. Then we get the opening titles. Always very good, right? Way too much money spent on it, but what can you do? And it's written by Kate Herron and Bryony Redmond. I don't really blame them. In fact, I think it was quite a good working script, given the parameters they were given. So I don't blame them for this. Like, this is Ross Lee Davis, right? So yeah. Oh yeah. Let's hope for good weather next week. That will certainly kill it, right? So it starts off, and everything's good in this scene apart from shooting Gatworth. The grinning mug. He's just not very good as Doctor Who, right? And you can see he's just too into dressing up, right? So yeah, you go, oh my Bridgerton, right? And he says, what she wants to know, how come she knows all these dances? And he says because she's got these earrings that are like putting the information into her head straight away. And said, just don't press battle mode. Good, that was all good writing, good setup, right? Good writing, but goes pretty quickly thereafter. God, grinning fucking moron. And he's just not very good, right? Here, let's have a quick look at him.
It's brilliant, isn't it? And the dances. Oh, we're gonna dances.
I hate this Doctor being so mundane, right? So small. And that's really how I feel. He's just small and mundane by being just so incredibly human, right? So then she meets India Vanarama, whatever her name is. And they take her off to do, countessy things. They're going to, she wants to introduce her around. Oh, yeah. So now Shooty Gut was, I'll have a bit of him. And, literally, first they have the scene where they meet this guy, who's we know as an alien, said, you should learn to be appreciated, my dear, and be quiet. And that she doesn't take take well to that at all, right? Does not take well to that at all. And meanwhile, Shooty spots a nice bit. Oh, yeah. So then they spot season twist for the episode. Oh, who's that? That's the mother. Who gives a shit? This is so the opposite of Bad Wolf, right? Bad Wolf was like, well, what's that? That looks interesting. What's going on? Yeah, I'm up for all that. This is just like, I don't care. What? It's probably going to be, I don't know, some shit. None of this is really working for me, right? But okay, whatever. And they party chatter. Oh yeah, so that was this is the brother's jilted sister, and she goes running away. By the way, and you notice it's all very colorblind casting. Let's go back to the wide shot, right? It's all very colorblind casting. I was kind of on the fence about it. Intellectually, I was like, well, there's no look. We portrayed Jesus as being a blonde guy with, and he certainly wasn't, right? Probably, right? So theoretically, I was okay with it. Frankly, I don't think it's working, right? I think you should not do colorblind casting where the general knowledge is that wasn't what it looked like, right? I think it really breaks the authenticity of it, and mostly it's very narcissistic because it's not so black people can see themselves in TV shows. It's so rich white people can see themselves giving black people roles in TV shows and feel good about themselves, right? It's just pure narcissism, right? So anyway, he spots this guy Rogue up there. Oh, I'll have a bit of that. Let me look at that. Yeah, I want to stick my tongue up your ass, and other things Doctor Who is apt to say. Right? Fine. So then we have this scene which is just annoying, where he talks about you're brooding. I'll play a second of it. It's just shit.
A bit more frown, maybe. Yeah, like this. Yeah, like this, really.
Like, if he wasn't a constant horny fuck bunny, he would be able to do the bits of levity better. But sadly, they decided to make him a constantly horny fuck bunny, right? So they are instantly. Rusty Davis says in Unleashed. I didn't listen to. I listened to it off and on, but it's just like a rom-com. They start. They're angry. They're enemies. Then they're then they join up, and there's all this sexual tension and. It's like, yeah, we know you want to fuck each other, right? And it just seems so small, right? Anyway, India Varama, whatever her name is, goes walking. She meets her housemaid, and her housemaid's like, "Oh, I should have picked one of the gentry. Being a housemaid sucks." What do you mean? And she's like, "Oh, I'm going to be you now, right?" And so she's also an alien, and she becomes her. Meanwhile, Ruby's following this woman who's talking to this bloke in a library, and he's being a general cad, right? And she knocks a book over, and they spot him. He storms out, and she's like, "Oh no, I'm ruined! I've been alone somebody's seen me be alone in a library with I don't know whatever his name is, right?" And she said, "Oh, don't worry about it." Blah, blah, blah. So they go walking around. And again, this is very clearly, this is not a love story. I want to be clear. This is a sex story. It doesn't strike me that either of these people want to form a permanent, long-standing bond. They want to have fun and fuck each other a lot, right? Put a chick in it, make it gay, make it lame. So it's a great book. Well, that seems to be the Disney ethos, right? And I can look, seeing how awful the Acolyte is, I can see why Rusty Davis thought this wasn't going to crash and burn the way it's clearly going to. Right. But it is. And they go walking around, they find the husk of the woman, and he's like, "Oh, yes, I'm a bounty hunter, and I'm here to capture a shape-shifting alien," and he assumes him. Is he crying already? You little pussy cunt. Really, Shooty? Why always crying?
You didn't even flinch.
Right, so they worked out each other's from technology, space, time, whatever. And he says, "Yeah, you're obviously the shapeshifter. I'm tracking down. Come with me, right?" So they have a bit of a heart-to-heart, and she talks about marriage and how being married forever till death do you part, and they just play it as like, "Oh no, that's it. Sounds awful. Let's see what this is."
The gossip not up for me comfort.
Well, nah, you know what my mum says. If it's not your life, why are you telling it? She's annoyingly smart. Right. You know how I forget about a man? I go dancing.
It must be a little bit later. So yeah, Jonathan Groff's got the doctor, and again, this is such a shit doctor. Like he can't get away from this guy, and he's like, "Yeah, I just really want to fuck you." He has a big spaceship, in they go to it. Millie's dancing away, and we know these two are aliens, and of course, yeah, they have a black butler. But again, I just don't. I want to be clear. Clear, says the Rabbi. I super don't want to be queer. Okay, I have to tell you. I really like heterosexual sex. I'm like really super duper into heterosexual sex. Like a lot. Having said that, this is a very good looking guy. Oh, to probably leave. Oh man, because I went on the riff last night. Say, look, really, we gave you the Adric bondage fantasy, Turlo shorts. You need more, really? Oy vey. So yeah, they're doing their evil stuff. We're thinking about what their evil plan's going to be. Meanwhile, inside the spaceship's messy, and it says, "Oh, you must have a partner, but he's gone now," right? And he gets them to stand in the triangle thing, and he can't move, right? And he's going to be. This is a portal charging up, and as soon as it's charged up, it's going to drop him into the furnace, right? Which is okay. And he's like, no, really, I'm the right person, right? So then you got this really annoying bit where he keeps making the music play and doing this like sexy gyrating dance. Yeah. And you notice he plays Dungeons and Dragons. Where is it? Oh God, I hate this bit. I mean, I just hate this bit with every fiber of my being. And like, what is up with the groinal thrusting? I'm so like, it's already too sexual, and they haven't kissed yet, right? It's way too sexual. And now it's groinal thrusting and an annoying cunt of a doctor. As a meddling monk, maybe, right? But not this. So he basically tries to give me, again, more sexual tension. And look at this. They're nearly kissing here.
Says the man about to kill me.
Fine. So then he says, no, you are a shape changer. And we get a bit of, member bearers with David Tennant. That looks like the David Tennant 1, not 2. Right. And he's like, and so eventually he convinces him not by, and then we have all the fanfic doctors, right? Geordie. And again, I'm legitimate. So yeah, we have apparently they went and shot footage of Richard E. Grant, especially for this. Really? Like so this wasn't a random thing, let's find a screen grab and put it in. This was like, no, we are Schalke Doctor, right? So again, I just think this removes it from being canon. And the reason why they got to have all the other doctors is to show them too? I don't think so. I have no idea who this is. All right? It could be, I guess.
Bounty hunter. We have work to do.
Right, so now they're going to team up. Okay, and is this the thing about marriage which doesn't really work well?
Kindly smile at dinner.
Right, so now she said, oh, maybe I'll just get a commoner. Give me a kindly smile at dinner.
And then a shared grave. Ah, right. So you mean till death? What choice do I have?
Oh, so much more.
No, being married until death is a good thing. Right? Till death you part. It's a fantastic. If you can do it, it's great. Man, it's a really wonderful thing. That denigrating it is awful, right? It's awful. So then they find the body, and he goes into the TARDIS. Of course, he loves the TARDIS because,
it's not my first shed.
Oh my God!
Okay then. So then again, hate the TARDIS. And they're like, yeah, I got a cool space time machine, and they nearly kiss over here. Right here it is. Here. I'm like, this is really unnecessary, right? This is really, really completely unnecessary. And again, who doesn't like there being gay people in society? I don't know. Like I've never met anybody like that. I mean, again, and I'm like, Meshuggah Ephraim. I'm like Bible thumping Old Testament, right? Who has I have no idea. I have no idea at all. It's like he hasn't seen Brokeback Mountain or anything for the last 20 years. Right? Or 30 years for that matter. So fine, now they're going to solve them. They're looking for the shape changer. And they're working out they need to like call some kind of scene, right? So they can be actors bait to it, right? So they're like, oh, let's call the scene. Oh, yes. This queer Doctor Who's going to get queer.
Shall we?
Oh, God, I hate this. Again, What other Doctor could do this, right? Here's the thing. Writing good Doctor Who material means it could really be played by any Doctor. When they did, what's it called? The Ultimate Adventure, that's a stage show. It first had Colin Baker, and then it had John Pertwee. Oh, no, it's the other way around. It was John Pertwee first, then Colin Baker, right? It was, they changed like one line of dialogue, but essentially the Doctor was the Doctor. Not now. What other Doctor is the cocksucking Doctor? I know there's probably Russell Davies has fanfic about Ian Cheston sucking off the first Doctor, right? Or Jamie and the second Doctor. No, it was a bromance, baby. It was a bromance. I don't think Sergeant Benton was licking out John Pertwee's arsehole. Right, I don't think in Unit HQ. I just don't think that happened. Now, as it happened, there was quite a good. I think it was a River Song box set where she is suddenly trapped in the 1970s unit, and she becomes a scientific advisor. And there's a bit there where you have, you had a unit soldier who was gay or closeted gay, and the brigadier finds out. And the brigadier's like, "Very good, carry on, sir," which is fine. That's fine, right? Making Doctor Who the main character queer, it completely changes the show, right? That's a massive rewrite of what Doctor Who is. At no point has Doctor Who been sexual, let alone queer. I mean, he was sexual once with Rose, and that, by and large, didn't work, right? But it wasn't, again, this is the difference between a love story and a sex story, right? With Rose, you had the entire Eccleston season where he essentially fell in love with her, right? It was because he was suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, and she brought him out of himself, and she helped fix him and cure him. And when he regenerated, he essentially fell in love with her, right? And it was kind of somewhat of an unrequited love. This is unrequited love. This is unrequited sex. And it's I think this is an absolute killer, right? I think this is an absolute killer. Darren M putting Dr. Alex in the chat. That, please, I beg of you, if you haven't listened to stuff, go and listen to season 12, episode 1, right? It's real Doctor Who, right? And also the other thing I like it's a personal, unique vision of Doctor Who, which is actually pretty good. You missed the singing at the TARDIS door? Because I forgot about that. Oh, whatever. I don't think I can. I can't go back, okay? I can't go back. Doctor Who, 50 Shades of Blue. So then they do this dance, and it's like, well, you wouldn't be, you'll be arrested for this in Regency England, right? But yeah, look, I mean, again, you can keep your you can have masturbatory fantasies about TV shows without actually having to see them. And it's not, it's not like we haven't had lots of masturbation. Here, may I let me pull up a different video. It's not like we haven't had gay masturbatory fantasies before in Doctor Who. Even in classic, I want to say. Let me doink. Doink. Where is it? I believe this episode. Oh, it doesn't play on the browser. Really? What's up with that? Let's try one more time. That's really weird. Let's try this one. No, it won't take it. I was going to show you Adric trussed up in Castrovalva. It does the trick. Does the trick for most people. Oh God, look at this! So much cringe. Yeah, it's just so much cringe, right? So now he proposes. This is all to get the attention of the evil cosplaying aliens. It's certainly not to make masturbatory fantasies for Russell T Davies, right? And he gives him his ring, and he storms off, right? And they make a scene, And so, yeah, you have more of these aliens turn up. And they thought there was one, but there's a whole bunch, and they all... one does look like a Muppet, right? And so now we have a whole family of aliens. And again, watch this compared to Family of Blood and Human Nature. Not really in the same ballpark. So fine, now we have a bit of running around as they... not up and down corridors, I guess, but as they're trying to catch all the people. Bit of body positivity going on for that bird. When I say bird, the bird person, obviously. Like, what the fuck's up with this? Like, this bird looks stupid, right? This one looks like, what was it? The American Eagle from Sesame Street, right? R.I.P. Doctor is trending. I'm not bloody surprised, right? I am not bloody surprised. Let's let me point out, the reason here was candlelit and was able to dim and create spotlights which could follow dancers. Well, you know, they were just that clever with their candles. Again, this is a really shit alien, right? So they're looking around. They want the Doctor. They want Millie. They want Ruby, I should say. And then you have big reveal that she's really she's really a cosplaying alien as well, which was weird because she was the she was the brother of the other guy. Fine, so again, quite a good kind of little cliffhanger here. Right, so when that happens, you know it's bad news.
I want to be you.
Right, so this is quite convincing that Ruby's brown bread at this point. You get the lightning effect, and you hear her screaming. Again, little bits of good writing through this queer mess, right? Merry Old Souls Gigglesmith says furries. I didn't notice, but yes, I guess you're right, I guess you're right. So then it's they decide it's the season finale, and they're gonna have a wedding, right? And then in walks Ruby, and they do this thing when they click the neck and they go click, click, right? Which bird was hot when she's in human form? Millie Gibbs is pretty hot, but she's a bird in human form now. So you think this is totally one of the avian monsters, right? And so, so then he's like, they killed Ruby, and I remember promising her mother that I would look after her. Oh, no, and now we get a bit crying. Oh, fuck off. Like, why do they think this crying works? I don't know. Boo-hooing it? Oh, fuck off. Like, it's one thing to be, the first gay Doctor. Why do you have to be a pussy as well? Oh, God, I can't stand it. This doesn't strengthen him. This doesn't humanize him. This doesn't make him more. It makes it weaker, right? So essentially, they that one takes over the body of a priest, and they're going to do the wedding, and then in walks the Doctor and puts down this thing that's part of a trap. That makes it so they can't move. And then he has them all trapped. Hang on.
For the desecration of Ruby Sunday, you deserve only this. Try for him all.
Trap. Right, so they're trapped and they can't move, right? So he said, wait a minute, Doctor, I actually really am Ruby, right? We met Space Mate. It's like, what's going on? No, it is... so, how do you survive? So this, again... Good bit of writing, and I don't want to say everything's shit because when they actually did write something well. So she went into battle mode on this.
Battle mode.
So this was good, right? This was actually a good bit. Then she turns up and said, "Look, she smashed me on my nose. Look what she did to me." And so then you have Jonathan Groff shows up and says, wait, you can't let her go You have to let her. Oh yeah, that's the other stupid thing. The doctor insisted that instead of dropping them into the furnace, now they got to be dropped into another dimension where nobody else is, so they can just starve to death slowly, I guess. And, it's just the way to go. Black masculinity is a threat to racist writers. That is so true, right? That is so true, Matthew Pounder. 100% correct. So he's like, you got to let them die. Like, they're going to destroy the world. They're going to kill everybody. You can't do it. It's like, yeah, doctor, you got to let me die, right? And so, So he's like, so Jonathan Groff is convincing to do it. Said, no, you must do it. And how does he distract him? How does he distract him to make it okay to kill Ruby Sunday? Oh, how do you expect? It's so beautiful. I'm like, what? Again, what fucking oppression are gay men under? Who has a problem with somebody being gay? Fucking weirdos. I just don't want to watch this, and I think a lot of people are going to be saying that. I would love to see how this hits the how this hits the ratings next week, right? And they're still snogging. Oh, so brave, so stunning to brave. What now? Jonathan Groff has taken the detonator thingy. No, and this is really stupid, right? He then something off somehow, and now he's caught on there instead. What happened to the other alien, the one with the broken beak? I don't know. Who cares? Honestly, that's right. Who cares? And then so then again, this is not an unrequited love story. This is this is an unrequited sex story. Yeah, one sec. But we'll have the last. It gives the last line.
Find me.
So they get dropped into a random universe somewhere, and he's like, "No, I'm so sad. Next day, I'm still a happy-go-lucky doctor, and he won't admit to his feelings." Ruby tries to be nice with him, and that's basically it. I fucking hate this show. Oh God! And thank God it's over. Oh, but he's still got Jonathan Groff's ring, which of course I guess he'll use to find him next year. Man, so much of this seems like Doctor Who karaoke, right? And now we're into the big season finale. Oh, he puts on the ring to remember him by. Yeah, right. Yeah, and then we're at we have a trailer for next week. Is this it? Oh, here it is. Yeah.
Everywhere I land, a woman appears.
In every dream, I'm there.
She doesn't know what.
People are saying this picture. Oh, God, I've got to pause that. There's an image of her, and it looks like it's based on Suta.
Everywhere I land, a woman appears.
In every dream, I'm there.
Ow! Shit, I missed it again. Nearly had it that time. Oh, you're killing me. Hey, 1 second. Let me get a screen grab. That's probably an easier way to go. There you go. Doink. I mean, like, I don't know. There is zero possibility that I'm buying this on Blu-ray. I mean, like, zero. Less is there. Hey, let me see if I can grab that picture. I'm looking up. 1 second. Now. I'm watching it on a video player because I got more control over it.
Everywhere I land, a woman appears.
In every
There you go. Fine. Could this be could this be a siren? Quite possibly. Yeah. I'll grab the image. Doink, doink, doink. Doink. Again, but do I really care? No. No, I really genuinely do not, right? I genuinely do not. Yeah, now I got the image. Oh, come back. Let me go over here. Desktop. There you go. What's it? Yeah, over here. Slides. Share screen. Now, there's a TARDIS Tales coming up with Ncuti Gatwa apparently in it. So for some reason, I don't know why, but so people are speculating it's going to be Pyramids of Mars. It just seems like they're taking a shit on Doctor Who. Frankly, could it be a Sutek or a Siren? Yeah, a much more boring version of it. I mean, you certainly don't want to show anybody with a disability. That would just be wrong. They're all evil, apparently, according to Russell Davis.
Everywhere I land, a woman appears.
in every dream I'm there.
She doesn't know why.
I can see why he's scared of a woman appearing. No! Oh, look at it. Hang on.
Appears.
In every dream I'm there.
She doesn't know why.
Yeah, shoot it with his mouth open. You don't see that every day.
She remembered them.
Doctor, there's something wrong.
Whatever it is, here it comes.
Yeah, what's it? Kate Lethbridge doesn't really do it for me either. I think there was another clip as well. Let's see if we go to BBC. Doctor Who. What's this? Oh, maybe we should look at that as well. But there was a clip I saw yesterday. It must be on the official site, or is it? Where is it? Where is it? No, not there. Did I bookmark it? Maybe that would have been smart. I don't think I bookmarked it. I think that would have been way too smart. Oh, look at that! It's this is something from the Doctor Who podcast. And again, these people have clearly never seen Doctor Who before. Like, they have no clue what it is. Weirdly enough, let's have a look at this. I mean, it's worth looking at. Doink. Video as there we go. Podcast. There we go. Doink. Share screen. Hang on. Press the wrong button there. We'll try that again. Video file.
Oh, this is different. Where are they?
I love seeing the TARDIS fly.
You know what? I liked it the first time I saw it, right? I'm not a fan of it anymore. I'm sick of it now. Right? Now it just seems like another very boring bog standard current day sci-fi show, right? Which is so tragic. Yeah, that's what they turned Doctor Who into. Right, a very standard, bog standard current day TV show. 1 second, we got this next clip we'll look at next. Doink. I have no idea who these people are on this podcast because why would I ever watch them? I think 2 of them are the writers.
Current. This is UK. That's Unit now, isn't it? Unit's got a big building.
It's Unit now, isn't it? Unit's got a big building. This is what we expect from the official Doctor Who podcast.
Calls everyone. Positions.
Donna's daughter.
Yeah.
Donna's daughter or something. I don't know. Yeah. Say that again.
Yeah, daughter.
Yes.
Donna's daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, daughter.
Yeah, Rose.
I mean, really, there's a reason you're confused, darling. Right? There's a reason you're confused.
Vector 1.
What in the Iron Man's going on here?
It's very Sarah Jane Adventures.
And why are they going in there?
Now, why can't the TARDIS just fucking appear?
He knows how to make an entrance.
And I hate this salute him, right? I hate this salute him. Like, I really liked it that he was like a not in charge. He was like he was railing against the authority of the Brigadier in the Third Doctor's era, right? And that was really good.
Doctor on the bridge.
Give me the loving!
Ah, you're mentally ill, I see. Never mind. It's okay. You're in 2024. We encourage mental illness. Okay. So are these the two people who wrote it? Let's see. I think that's the next clip. If not, I mean, why are we going to listen to him doing?
Eerie, what Susan Twist?
I have a few. I've got a few ideas.
I couldn't care less. I thought these were the writers. I don't care. Don't care in any way, shape, or form. I mean, on such a genuine level, I do not care. Right? Couldn't give two shits, darling. Could not give two shits. Let's talk about William Russell, right? Let's talk about. Shall we? We'll do a William Russell ranking. Let me just close some windows so I can see what's going on here. Doink, 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 doink. Fine. And we'll do Doctor Who episode guide. So this should be quite an easy one to do a ranking of William Russell stories, because there aren't that many. First Doctor. Fine. Let's pull up a text pad. New. There we go. Fine. Share screen. Share screen. Ranking William Russell. Unearthly Child. Well, I mean, we're going to start with that at number one because, it's the first one. It's a reasonable place to start. Daleks, obviously. I mean, Unearthly Child is a solid story, right? It is a solid, good story. Not for nothing. A lot of it because of William Russell, who was just excellent in it, right? Daleks is better, though. Come on, Daleks is better. Daleks. My legs. I can't walk. And I mean the real Daleks, not the colorized, cut down version. Edge of Destruction. Yeah, that goes over here. Edge of Destruction. Now, Marco Polo or the Daleks, which is better? I got to give it to the Daleks because it had much more of a cultural, cultural placement. Marco Polo, right? Then Keys of Marinus. Keys of Marinus or the Daleks? Whoa! That's a hard one, isn't it? I'm going to say Keys of Marinus is below Marco Polo. But above Unearthly Child? I don't know. No. Keys of Marinus. Keys of Marinus. But the Aztecs, I'm going to say equal. I love the Aztecs. That's just a beautiful story. I'm going to say that's equal to Marco Polo. I mean, these are just beautiful, beautiful stories. Sensorized. There you go. Okay, Sensorized is the most boring story I can think of in the first season. Right? Sensorized. Reign of Terror, much better. I'm going to say probably around here. Reign of Terror. Yeah. Fine. Let's have and then we go Planet of the Giants. That's another weird one. I'm going to put that over here. Planet of the Giants. And then Dalek Invasion. He's done. Then he's gone after Dalek. No, it's the chase they leave on. Dalek Invasion of Earth is better than Daleks. In my humble opinion. Look, it's got Mr. Rumbold in it. How can it get any better than that? Oh, I love the Rescue and the Romans. They kind of go together in my head because I bought the box set. on VHS. That was a great little box set, wasn't it? Was it the Rescue? Was that one? I can't remember. Was it DVD? The Romans is so much fun. Okay. Well, what do I? I'm going to start Marco. What's better, Marco Polo or the Romans? I'm going to say for an in store, I'm going to say put the Romans over here. Romans, and where are we going to put the Rescue? I think about over here, Reign of Terror, equal with Reign of Terror. Fine. And then Web Planet. Oh, I feel bad giving it a bad rate, not rating it highly, because I like the the vision, right? I'm gonna say. Wait a minute. I've been doing this wrong. I should be ranking them as in stories. Let me rank them as stories first, then I'll rearrange them as for in stories. Okay, let's do that first. So rank them as stories first. Web Planet. Yeah, look, production values, I'm afraid we're going to put it above Edge of Destruction. The Web Planet. Crusade, one of my all-time favorites. I love the Crusade. I'm going to put over here the Crusade. Again, another excellent one for in. And then the Chaser's final story. That's pretty good. I mean, again, all these are excellent. It's just like, it's really hard. I don't know. I really like the comic booky nature of the Chase as well. You have two very different types of Doctor Who going on. You got the educational, like talk drama, and you got like the comic booky, the Chase. They're very, very. I'm going to put this here. The Chase. Fine. That's them ranked in story order. Now, let's rank them as in stories, right? So, yeah, this changes a lot, right? I think Daleks is better than Dalek Invasion of Earth as for an in story. The Crusade is better than the Daleks, and the Romans, I would say, over there, right? But I think Crusade is one of his best stories. So the Chase, that's about right. Marco Polo's up as well. Okay, so we now say in does, but that's an in story. I mean, yeah, that had a good in story going on to it. It's where are we going to put that? I think maybe up here. Yeah. Maybe Marco Polo. No. These are all about the same, those top three, right? Aztecs about right. Unearthly Child is an in story, freaking excellent, right? Oh my God, freaking excellent. Yeah, it's about right. Reign of Terror. Also good in story, but I'm going to move that up a little bit. But right there, Reign of Terror. Rescue's in about the right place. Keys and Mariners. I mean, yeah, that goes up a fair bit as well. Web Planet. We can keep that there. Edge of Destruction. Again, yeah, that's much more of a Susan story, I would say. Planet of the Giants. That goes up a little bit. Okay. Ranking William Russell, I think that's a fair rank. I mean, again, he was such a great, solid presence. What we were. Don't tell Judy Gatwa. He was like, "Oh, wouldn't mind getting a bit of that solid presence going for me, darling." That sounds good. Fine. Let's also now let's look over here, and we'll look at William Russell in audio. Right? I'll give you a guide of William Russell through audio. William Russell. No, I'm actually spelling it wrong. Is it William Russell? William. Try that again. There you go. So we'll do sort by orders first. He was in this. He was in the game. I don't remember him being in that. Really? Well, yeah, he was. But again, this was one of an early. This was from 2005, so they had he wasn't playing in. So let's do William Russell playing in. Oh yeah, this is a great one. This one, the first one, Transit of Venus. Who wrote? Jacqueline Rayner. Yes, and did she nail it? Right, it is beautiful. This is a beautiful, I would say, season 1 story, and it really nails the characters of Ian and Barbara. 254, bargain, right? Absolute bargain, really good. Angel Scuati, that's where you're playing a different character. What short trip did he narrate? Rabbi William Russell. I mean, look, his narrations are always good, right? He did a great narration book on tape of the Daleks, I think. Doctor in an exciting adventure with the Daleks, which he was excellent in, right? He was absolutely excellent in. Also the Crusades as well. I mean, again, like he just was a good, solid, jobbing actor. Man, it's so sad he's gone. Right, it really is. So this is the first Doctor Lost Stories box set, and they didn't have what's the name? In the second one, I think they had the story that I was always interested in, the one that was going on instead of the Daleks. So you got 2 stories here: the Fragile Yellow Arc of Fragrance, which is beautiful, right? I think it's rewritten. That's by Nigel Robinson. Fragrance of the Paradise World, Utopia for Travel. I mean, it really is. It's mesmerizing, right? And also him doing the first Doctor was really nailed it. But Farewell, Great Macedon. That's Alexander the Great, in Cheston with Alexander the Great. Beautiful, right? Short Trips, all solid. And then, oh, yeah. So this is actually a first part of a trilogy, I believe, with the Rocket Men, right? And I think they brought the Rocket Men back. But again, it's a really good action story for it, and it fits very nicely in season 2. Right, and it's his performance really that pulls it all together, because he's just got that voice, that perfect Ian Cheston voice. Well, obviously that sells everything, right? He can basically make anything listenable. So then 5 companions. This is a companion story to the 5 Doctors. It's really quite good. And you've got you've got a bunch of companions that are scooped up by a time scoop, but they're in like a holding station where they're not being used, right? And I thought, yeah, it's like a different, and a 5th Doctor's in it, but it's like a different board game to the game of Rassilon, right? It's like another piece off the board, right, as it were. Can you even buy this one? Because it's really good. Man, you can't buy that. That kind of sucks. The Wanderer was okay. I mean, this wasn't as strong as the other ones, but again, it was a very solid story, but it wasn't as engaging. These are the Companion Chronicles, which is basically a book on tape. It's the least of them so far, right? Then the Revenants didn't really work for me at all. They put it out, I think, because they hadn't put something out in this range for quite some time, and you still can't get this. It's really weird. It came with this came with Doctor Who magazine. I remember this one, right? This was the James Goss, the Time Museum. Well, let's see if I can, what the blurb says. Ian finds himself in a shrine to his own past. Yes, this was really good, right? On the Run with a man named Pendolin, from Coal Hill School to Jobbis Station, from Totter's Yard to the Crusades. In history as unfolded. Yeah, this is a beautiful story. Man, 1070. This is way too expensive. 254. Yeah, 1070. It's no, really. How many discs is this for one day? Are you taking the piss? And it kills me because you overprice it, so nobody's ever going to listen to it. Right? It's a real shame. Master of Luxor. That's the one. So this is a story that the Daleks replaced, and thank God they replaced it. This is so very much bog standard sci-fi. It really is. Library of Alexander, though, another excellent historical, really, really, really worked. An interesting story. I mean, $6.35. That sounds better. What was the other one? $10. I don't understand. Right? I don't understand. But yeah, no. This is again a lovely little story. Dark Planet was also one of the last stories. Again, this was very proto Doctor Who. This was before Doctor Who came around, essentially. And it was so. This is much more on the imagine British Lost in Space. That's the kind of vibe you get for that. $20. Bloody hell! Light at the End, excellent. The 50th anniversary story they did, excellent. It's got a bunch of people in it. Sleeping City is much more of a sort of weird, creepy one, which. Again, 10.70 again. This is too expensive, but it's again, it's solid story, and again, it's really helped by William Russell's narration, which is generally speaking always excellent, right? So then they started doing they stopped because they ran out of missing stories to do, lost stories. So now they just started making up their own. This was the only one that really struck me in this range that was excellent. The Domain of the Void. Right, it was a very good sequel to the War. Andrew Smith, very, very solid writer. Right, this got this is what it's got Carol Ann Ford and William Russell in it, and it feels like a full story. Right, I can't really say this about the Doctor's Tale or the Age of Endurance. They're like, it's okay, but you could, what year was this from? Yeah, look, you can tell it's 2016, right? Because all of a sudden you got a Stunning and Brave Woman at the front. Yeah, you could really tell what's creeping in. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.